Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel with some more Arma Reforger. Boy do we have some great news, especially for us PS5 gamers. I was scouring the Reddit page yesterday of the Arma Reforger thread and I came across this. This guy here, his name is, how do you pronounce Clamags, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, I'm very sorry if it's a mispronunciation. But he posted in this Reddit page a photo of himself, kind of introducing himself. He's the project lead for Arma Reforger itself. He's worked as the lead program for Reforger. He's worked as a programmer for Arma 3, and he's played a lot of Arma since Operation Flashpoint. He's released this kind of thread for people to ask him any type of questions they may have, and he will answer anything. These are some great questions in here, and I'm about to just jump into it and give you guys a little bit of a rundown. So the first question we have here, hi K, I'm going to announce this guy as K or pronounce him just as K because I really don't want to attempt to try to say his name again. Anyway, apologies again. But hi K, thanks for your hard work on the game and the PS5 release. I am having a lot of fun. There are three things I would love to see fixed. Number one, screen tearing on the PS5. I have a 120Hz VRR display and the screen tearing is still crazy bad. Now we know this is or has been a big issue for the PS5. I'm not too sure about Xbox when it comes to screen tearing, but I've definitely noticed it as well. I think a lot of people kind of, if I'm being honest, over-exaggerate. I've seen a lot of comments on this saying, oh, it makes the game unplayable, the screen tearing's horrible. Honestly, it's not that bad. It definitely doesn't make the game unplayable. I don't know what people are on about. You do notice it at times, but the gameplay itself kind of overstipulates it and it kind of takes it away so you don't notice it as much. Number two, a lack of anti-aliasing on PS5. Everything with hard edges flickers a lot. It would be cool to see an option for TAA, FXAA, etc. I'm going to be honest, I got no idea what he's on about there. I don't know what any of that means, so I'm just going to ignore that. Now, this third point, this has been another big talking point, especially for myself. I'm sure a lot of other people have noticed it. The nighttime on PS5. I struggle with night. I cannot play on night on this game. It's as simple as that. You cannot see anything. The flashlight that they do give you, it does absolutely nothing. You can see about probably 1 meter in front of you, and if you're pointing the flashlight at the ground. This is another thing I really do hope they fix, because it is horrible. You cannot see anything, which is very unfortunate. But as you can see, he's replied 1 and 3 they are in the works, so it's great to see that they are fixing that screen tearing issue. Also, along with nighttime on PS5, because let's be honest, it is very hard to see. If you're a PlayStation player, you'll definitely notice this as well. So then if we scroll down a little bit here now, there's just kind of a nice message saying pretty much thank you. Then again, we can see another person about the nighttime issue. Again, it is big, it's annoying. You can't really see anything. Again, he even mentioned a kind of suggestion. I have seen this suggestion as well about disabling the HDR. I've tried it. Honestly, it doesn't really make a difference at all, but at the least, they're still working on it. Now this one here I'm probably most excited for, any more information on the PS5 version mod support. Now in this reply he has written work in progress. There was another kind of similar question I did see in here, and you can see it in my thumbnail. He literally said, like, Sony, they've agreed, they've confirmed on it, they're just working on it now. So we can definitely say, mods are fully going to come to PS5. I don't know how expansive it will be. We all know, if you've been a PlayStation player like myself for a very long time, Sony has always been so iffy on mods. I really don't know why. It's just always the way they've been when it comes to mods. We've been so limited with it. But happy that we can say it's confirmed for Arma Reforger. We are definitely getting mods. It's just a matter of when. This is one of the things I'm most excited about. I've been watching tons of videos with the mods, all different things on the Xbox and PC Arma Reforger. I just hope it's not too limited for us when it does come to the mods, and it's still very open where we can, have a selection and a variety of different things, but it's really just going to depend, and we're just going to have to honestly wait and see with the results. Now, moving on, this next question, this one really interested me as well. Should we expect some type of limitation for gear and weapons on the base of players' rank in conflict? Rank promotion could increase max limit for loadout costs. In combination with planned high command, it could motivate teams and players to fulfill assigned tasks from commander. And later in the game, the player could get better gear. Now, I made a video about this kind of with new players coming in, hoarding gear, taking way more than they actually needed to, wasting supplies. You know, in that video, I wasn't running new players down saying, you know, they're ruining the game. Yes, my title was very conflicting. But if you actually watch the video, you know, not in any way did I run new players down. I just addressed the issue of people taking too many things. You know, offered a few solutions that myself and other people had thought about as well. And it looks like from his reply, it's already in experimental 1.3. Now, of course, when it comes to PlayStation, we don't have experimental servers. So my guess from this is once the update 1.3 does drop, I'm gathering that the experimental server of 1.3, they've obviously implemented limitation for gear and weapons depending what rank you are in conflict. So as you know, in conflict, you rank up by delivering supplies, defending bases, taking over bases. So they've obviously introduced some kind of, you know, as I was saying in the past video, a rank lock of some sort. Or I'm not really too sure, but so we can definitely expect to see some changes in that 1.3 update that'll eventually come to the full base game. You know, where you're going to have to be, you know, you're not going to be able to get private and get all the things you want to get. You're going to have to actually work for it and make your way up. So again, this one's very interesting, and it'll be, again, interesting to see what kind of solution that they have come up with for it. So moving on again, this middle question here. Any idea when 1.3 update will hit? If you can't answer publicly, no problem, thanks for the game. As soon as it's ready, he's replied, currently aiming at February. So we kind of have an idea date on the 1.3 update. Now, we're all very excited for this as well. We know it's adding mortars, it's adding the LAV-25 kind of American vehicle. It's adding the BDRM for the Russians as well. What else? Building destruction. It's adding a whole lot of different things, and I'm sure that'll be including, you know, bug fixes as well. So we can kind of expect that, as he said, currently aiming at February. So I'm hoping maybe late January, early February. But look, February we can expect 1.3 to drop. Now here, this is another interesting one I found. Are there going to be jets in Arma 4? Now we know Arma 4, it isn't due until, I think the last time I was reading, 2027 that they were expecting. So it's still a fair way away. But it's cool he's even replied to it. Look, he can't comment on the details of Arma 4, but the dev team that are behind it understands the importance of the fast movers for combat simulation. You can bet on jets being included. Jets confirmed for Arma 4. Look, I'm reading that and thinking yes, which is, you know, it's amazing how far they come. So that, look, that's another thing to really look forward to that's very exciting. So look, in conclusion, that's honestly about all. You know, there's tons more things that he has answered on there. I thought I'd just jump through some of the main ones and just make a quick video on it. And look, I'm so thankful for it. You know, you don't get game developers these days as active as they are. If you go on that Arma Reforger thread and actually read through some people, the things that people post, they actually reply a lot to a lot of people, which is great to see. Like I said, you don't see that from game developers these days, so Bohemia Interactive, they've done an excellent job, and you know they are a one-of-a-kind studio, and I'm so appreciative they have brought this to the PS5. But again, if you found the video useful and helpful, please drop a like, let me know in the comments what you think of all this. I'm beyond excited, I cannot wait. And look, stay tuned on my channel, there's going to be tons more Arma Reforger content coming your way. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.